Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ohemaa Bonsu. I sound funny. I sound like I have a cold. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to watch this video. I'm gonna go ahead and lotion my hands, and then I'm gonna tell you what we're here to do. So, over the past few weeks, we have been getting a lot of PR boxes. I'm late on doing the reviews for the eyeshadow palettes because things got crazy around that time. I mean, it was a blessing, but it was still crazy, okay? So I'm gonna just hit you guys with a few new eyeshadow palettes. You know, if possible, I'm gonna group them with other products that I could create a look with, that I have, that are new, that you guys might want to see. Today we're actually going to take a look at the Norvina palette volume 2, along with some other products that I feel will go really well together. So we're doing a full face of new makeup and also the Norvina palette volume 2. So if you want to see what look we create with the palette and also what other products we use along with it and how we feel about those products, then keep on watching. Okay guys, so my eyelids are prepped. I have a video on Instagram on how I prep my eyelids for eyeshadow. So if you want, you can definitely head over there and check it out. It's on IGTV actually. So today we're taking a look at the Norvina palette. Hey, and this is what it looks like on the inside of the palette. This is a very colorful palette. I mean, personally, I didn't know what to expect from the first palette, so that was a shock. But you know, now we know these are pigments, so we know how to approach it. You know what I mean? So this is the color story in this palette. I think we can do something with it. There's more green in this palette than not. I'm taking the shade E3. That's placing that in my crease area. It sounds like an emerald green, but I feel like it's still a pretty green. So I'm just stamping it in at this point. I'm not blending. I'm just making sure that I get the most maximum color payoff out of this. I'm using a really small pencil brush. This is the BH Cosmetics Ray brush number 7. So we have a brush set from the Sephora collection. Comes with 12 brushes and it's in like a roll-up carry case. So it's really cute. I think it's like a perfect case for traveling. But I'm taking one of the brushes out of there, and this one is the eyeshadow brush. Literally says on there, says eyeshadow brush. It's like a small, it's almost like a fanned out blending brush. I feel like it's small enough to get into the space that I want it to get into. So now that we look like a green-eyed raccoon, so I'm going to take the shade A2. It looks more yellowish green. I'm going to use that to blend out the edges of this look. Hopefully it shows up. Ooh. Nope. Scratch that. Scratch that. Just pretend you didn't see that. I'm going to try it again. If it doesn't work out, I will do something else. I think that part of my eye is still wet. In order to not ruin my eye, I'll try the yellow one. The yellow one is D4. So I'm going to try D4, see how that goes with this blend I'm trying to do. Okay, so let's try a different tactic. I'm going to use the same brush I used to place my green, and I'm going to blend out the edges of the green that I laid down first, just to fluff it out a bit, because these shades, I feel like they don't want to come where I want them to go. So I feel like it wasn't blending out because the edges of my shade is still damp, or my base is still damp. So I'm going to try it again. I'm going back in with A2, and I'm going to blend out the edges of this. It's going to show up. It looks like it's blending better now. Okay, you guys, I don't feel I'm doing anything that different from what I would regularly do. A2 is not like blending out as smoothly as I would like. I don't know what's going on. This is actually my second time trying this palette, and I feel like the yellow and the orange got a little patchy on me. So I wanted to try it again and see if it's me or the palette, because usually when you try it a second time, it might work better. I'm gonna go in with the shade B1 and blend the space between these two shades a little bit more, so that it might be the yellow based shades, or at least the ones that have a little bit more yellow. I feel like B1 is showing up a lot better than A2. Okay, I'm gonna go into C4, which is, and I'm going to intensify right here. Okay, I know, if I wanted a deeper shade, why didn't I just use black? I want the transition to look really good. So I don't want to go straight in with black because then it would just intensify it too much without giving me a sort of a gradient. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with the black shade in the palette, which is E5. And that will definitely intensify exactly how I want it. But I want it to gradiently graduate from black to deep bluish green. Okay, I'm gonna cut my crease and I'll come back. Folded eyelid problems. I'm using B3 on the inner corners of this look. And I'm just using that to blur out the line on the corners of my cut crease. I'm going in with that D5 shade. I'm so upset. The look I was gonna go for was amazing in my head, but these shades, they just did not want to cooperate with me. Oh, I'm taking the shade D1 because D1 is a more buttery shade. I feel like it's more shimmery, and I did use it before, so I know that it shines really, really well. I'm gonna place that in the middle. I mean, I feel like this shade slides on so beautifully and so easily, like effortless. Okay guys, so this is my story and I'm sticking to it. I tried to make this palette work, but I feel like for the price, everything should work very seamlessly together. And this palette doesn't do that. The Norvina Vol.2 palette, some colors are really nice and they move and blend really well together, but other colors are just not working. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it at that. And we're gonna move on to, so I know I haven't actually used a mattifying primer or an oil controlling primer or anything along the lines of that on my channel in forever, but today I'm going to be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Oil and Shine Control Primer. I'm going to put this all over my face and you're going to see how it's going to erase the oil on my face. Okay, see how oily my face is over here? Look at this. It doesn't feel like anything. It's very weightless. To me, it feels like a lotion. Like, it literally feels like lotion to me. Do you see this? If you're someone who has combination skin, I feel like using this in your T-zones will be a good idea because it can help keep your T-zones matte. And you can put like a normal primer on the outside. But for me, my whole face gets oily, so I apply it all over my face. So today we're taking a look at foundations from Range Beauty, and she sent over 6 foundations. I'm gonna go on the website and see the order in which they come so I can swatch the last 3 for you. The first shade I'm gonna swatch is Midnight Sun. Ooh, guys, tell me why I am flawed right now. I'll give you like 5 seconds. Just pause this video and go down below in the comments. The foundation is not red. It says neutral undertone, and you don't see bright red. Like, it literally looks like skin. It's not like red adjacent. The only reason you can tell there's something on my face is because my face is so matte and the foundation is not. But if I hadn't applied the primer yet, you wouldn't see this foundation on my skin right now. Okay, so next I have Black Sand. This is Mirage. So next we have Midnight Drip. They feel so creamy. The shades feel so creamy. They glide on beautifully. Beautiful. This is what we have. I have Midnight Sun, which you can barely see on my face. I have Black Sand, Mirage, Night Drip, and Boardwalk After 6. Okay, I'm going to put a pump of the foundation on the back of my hand. I'm using Midnight, is it Midnight Drip? No, Midnight Sun. Okay, I'm going to use the bottom part of the sponge and blend the foundation into my skin. Let me know if you can see the foundation on, because what foundation? Like, let me tell you guys about the foundation. It says why it's the one. It's a hydrating formula that nourishes and protects your skin. It has calendula and cornflower extract that have antibacterial properties to treat and prevent acne. Chamomile extract act as an anti-irritant and soothe the skin. Contains choline, French clay, which helps keep oil at bay. It's sheer to medium coverage, sweat and transfer proof, and won't clog pores. Okay, see, that's why I feel like I don't have anything on my face, because it's a sheer coverage foundation. I feel like it's more along the lines of BB cream, kind of, to where it can help, you know, even out your skin tone, make you look more even in the face, but not necessarily just cover your skin, if you know what I mean. So one palette I saw that I absolutely had to have, and I almost bought it, but I'm glad I didn't because I got it in a box from Sephora Collection, is the Sephora Collection Pro Face Palette. And it looks like this, you guys. Like, this palette and the shades in here drove me insane. I was like temporarily insane for a hot minute, okay? Whenever I went to DC to get my makeup done, the makeup artist used this on me, and I absolutely loved it, and I wanted to get it for myself. So I finally got it. I used my Koivoka in my contour areas, and then I went over it with this shade right here. Now this shade is a beautiful deep brown shade. I thought I could use it as a blush, but it's a little too deep for that, especially with the powder, because the powder is really light. So I end up putting it over my contour, and it gives it a nice little, you know, going. I am going to use the shade Premier, which is this one, as blush. I want to see how it do. Of course, there's like a really deep red one in there that you could use, but I want to see what this... You guys, I like this. It shows up so effortlessly. I'm using the Sephora Collection brush, and this is the angled blush brush. So this is one of those palettes that you have to be very careful because it is so pigmented. I feel like I might overdo my face, but I love it. Moving on to my lower eyelids, I'm gonna put some of my base on my lower eyelid, and then I'm gonna blend it out. So I'm taking our Sephora Collection eyeshadow brush, and I am taking the shade C4, and I'm gonna put C4 over where I just placed the eyeshadow base. I am taking some B3, and I'm going to ever so lightly blend out the edges of this. So for mascara, I use the Pure Cosmetics Fully Charged Mascara. And for eyeliner, I'm going to use the Huda Beauty Life Liner. Okay, so I'm lining my waterline with the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eyeliner. So lashes, I'm going to use the Bonsu Beauty Lashes. And this is the style BB05. And those look like that. Okay, so I'm taking the highlighter Glitz in the Sephora Pro Face Palette. I like it because it has like this iridescent bluish feel to it, and I'm applying that to my face. I also put it on my brow bone and my inner corner. So Milani sent over their Amore matte lipsticks, and I'm feeling black, so I'm gonna see what the black lipstick will do for this look. If it doesn't make it as dramatic as I want it to, I will change it probably. But this smells good. It smells so good. Ooh. This is one coat. This is just me pulling it out and applying it to my lips. I didn't go back in to get more lipstick out. And It looks really, really, really good. It's matte. For my lash glue, I used the Sephora Collection Brush Tip Lash Adhesive. I feel like everything else that I used today, if you wanted to pick it up, it would not be a bad idea. The only thing that I'm apprehensive and saying, oh my god, go and get it, is the eyeshadow palette. I feel like it could be better. I feel like it could be like the first one, but it's really not. So maybe hold off on that. Let me review the third one and see if maybe you could pick up the first one and the third one and skip the middle one, because the middle one is not like 100% in my opinion. Okay, I hope that you enjoy this look. It's dramatic, it's bold. Of course, if you do it, you don't have to pair with a black lip. I think a red lip will go really well with this look. Oh, a nude lip will go really well with this look. But I feel like I've been doing nude lips all year long, so let's do some bold lip for once. Okay, this hair is actually from Maine Regalia, so is my brown long curly wig with the two braids in the middle. That's also from Maine Regalia. She does really good wigs, and for some odd reason I've just been requesting brown chocolatey wigs. I don't know why. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe down below, because we upload twice a week. The past few weeks have been a little crazy, but we upload twice every week. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
We die, we so fly.